Yeah, gents, I hope you had a great one so far. It's been a fantastic one, man. You doing good?
Yeah, we will. I think I'm fine. Yeah,
You fine?
Great to see you again.
Very great to see you. Sikho, you good?
I'm 100%.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. I'm good. You good?
I'm very good. Thank you, Zama.
Lovely. No, man, I'm good also. We want to talk about a very interesting topic today that I think as gents, we cannot avoid, they call it a silent struggle, as it were. But talking about temptation and how to overcome temptation. But perhaps just view temptation because we easily talk about, having to be tempted with bribes. And we talk about that very easily. There was a guy at work trying to bribe me. I told him off. And but maybe in business, they wanted me to do this brown envelope stuff. I told him off. Common. And we talk about those things. But there's one stuff we don't talk about often as guys. It's on the moral side. Well, I mean, even these are on the moral side.
Yes.
But we don't talk much about issues such as lust, sexual purity, pornography. And as I was reading, I stumbled upon some stats, and I thought, wow, actually shocking that it's actually guys more than ladies who actually struggle with sexual impurity. I think it's
specifically young guys. Actually,
yes. I mean, it says that over 90% of guys actually would have struggled with sexual purity and issues such as lust. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure, man. Your generation looks like it's fashionable. People just want to get on and bang.
Hey,
what a way to put it.
It's what's your view, man?
So you see, with the stat that you actually mentioned right now, right? You guys are all parents here, right?
Yeah.
And this stat might actually shock you a bit. So you mentioned the group as men, all of us as men, right? I want to specifically mention the ages between 13 and 17, right?
Okay. All right.
So 64% of minors between 13 and 17 have access to pornography and things like that. That is actually a surprising statistic. 60%. 60%. So now it takes me back to actually, I'd say, my first encounter with pornography, right? I was actually in primary school.
My goodness.
I was in primary school.
That young.
And there was this troublesome boy, right, in my class. And he started searching these things on his phone. He started searching these things, and obviously we were all gathering around him. The teacher's out of the class, and he's showing this thing. And there was this some Muslim boys there, right? And now he's like, pressuring them to watch it, and they are even stricter about their religion and all.
And stuff,
So it affected me looking at this. It's almost like bullying, right? And then the next day I was curious about it and decided to look at it myself, right? And then my mother came in my room, right? And I quickly hid my phone. And she saw, and she came and she's like, what are you doing? And she saw what I was doing, got the whole lecture with my parents and all that. So, for people, let's say for people who didn't get caught, if I didn't get caught that day, how far could it have gone? I could have been at a point where, I'm addicted. I can't stop. And it's something that's common around, people my age. And maybe let's hear from you guys how maybe you encountered it. I mean, I know Babzama, back in your day it was magazines. There was no phones and stuff. It was,
we didn't have phones. You know, it's interesting that you are talking about because you talk about addiction, and you talk about porn, as it were. And truly speaking, yes, if you don't deal with this thing early, it could easily be a drug.
I'll tell you my experience. I think it's worse than drugs because you said the words silent struggle to the point that you're making. What if you didn't get caught? How far would you have taken it? I'll tell you how far. So my first encounter was in grade 11. That was when color screen phones were happening. Phones started having internet connections such as Edge and 3G. You know,
BBS.
My goodness! Wow.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about.
He doesn't know.
My goodness!
He doesn't know. So that was my first encounter, and it was out of curiosity. What is this about? Okay. And then, of course, when you start, you're looking curious. Okay, cool. Then the next time you've got nothing to do, the curiosity kicks in again.
You get bored.
You get bored. You get bored.
Yeah.
So this is grade 11. I didn't get caught. Grade 11 was 2009. 2021. No, I'm lying. 2022 was when I came clean about it to my wife. We met in 2015. We got married in 2019. 2022 was when I came clean to my wife about it. That was the first time anybody knew about it. Man, this is what's 2009 to 2022. That's 12 years.
12 years. It's quite a while.
And it no longer becomes the point where you're bored. You find justifications for it.
To want to go have a look.
To go, yes. And it's to the point of the silent struggle. It was my fear of, let's call it judgment, of being seen in a certain way that didn't say it. Man, once I told somebody, I told my wife, once I told one person,
we could break this.
Yes, the cycle was broken immediately. There was no
able to actually now deal with it.
Yes, there was no inclination anymore. Now I could look back at it and think, okay, why was the first encounter there? Why did I want the first encounter? Was it just curiosity? Maybe I crave connection. Because it's like any other addiction. Why do you start smoking in school? Because your friends are doing it. It's for the connection. Or because you're curious and what is the thing that everybody's doing? You know, once you talk about it, once we talk openly about it, and we understand. It doesn't make you less than.
And you know what you are saying actually is true. I think the thing with porn is that it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Yes.
That's what I want
Yes.
to comment on.
Yes.
Activity
Yes.
that nobody knows about.
Yes.
That's why it gets to a thing where you quickly hide your phone if someone walks in.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know if this generation is embarrassed about it at all, because it looks like it's a very open thing, and people talk openly about it. I mean, when you scroll social media pages, man, it's flooded with nakedness. Yeah. And because we're talking about temptation, there's lust that is happening. People, especially young boys these days, it talks about. You look at ads. These days, you advertise a vehicle, a car, a car.
Somehow
you're advertising a car somehow. but there's got to be a naked woman
somehow.
Yes.
So there's this lust that is created by industries, advertising homes, for instance, but they find a way to put half-naked people there to create this
music videos,
edge.
Everything.
That's even worse, actually.
Yeah, what you're raising. From the onset, it looks this secret thing, but it's being normalized.
Yeah.
Previously, people would be scared of being. Now it looks like it's normal to lust because that's marketing.
Yes. And you know, when you say that, right, it even makes me think about the fact that with me and my peers, right, the fact that it's being normalized to a point where if someone asks me, am I still a virgin? And I say I'm still a virgin, it means
they mock you.
Not only that, right? It's either you're a virgin or you're watching porn. You have to be doing something. These days you have to be doing something, if you're not, it's like, no, there's no way.
What kind of a normal person are you?
Exactly.
What kind of a normal person?
Because you can't be normal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the danger is the people that are falling into the porn, you can't see them because the normality is being created.
Yeah.
Then the few that are deep in it, struggling with getting out,
into the
can't
porn,
be seen because you are doing it alone. You can't say I'm addicted. The curiosity dies off. You started being curious, then you fell into the trap. Then you can't come out because now you've left the normality. You are now addicted. Personally,
you are deep in because I think it's a psychological thing.
Yes,
because here you are in your own space, your room, no one is there. Switch on your internet, and here you are watching people making out, and you want to watch some more, and you want to watch some more, and you can't tell anybody about it. And before you know it, you are now happy, and you put your phone aside, and it's your dose for the day. And next day, you were thinking, once you're bored, you get into it. Now, word has it that, and actually you pointed out that it's actually worse than a drug, because then when you try to pull out of that, it's difficult.
Yes.
And I've seen people saying, I want to stop this thing, but I just can't.
And you know what I found is what makes it worse than a drug is because when you are using drugs, alcohol, whatever, you are using an object to bring you pleasure. Okay? You are using an object as a means to an end. Okay? Well, chemical. When you are using pornography, you are using another human being as a means to an end. And people are never a means to an end.
True.
People, human beings, are the end.
Yeah.
That's why God created us.
Yeah. So effectively, you get to objectify.
Correct.
Women.
Correct.
So stats has it, or research has it, that if you are given into sex, given into pornography, you then get to objectify women. I imagine now when you are coming out of watching that stuff, and then you now see women walking around, you now imagine if it was that one, now they become objects. You've dehumanized people, and you're also desensitized of dignity, of what it is to do right, think right, and do the right thing. And you now see women as objects for sexual pleasure.
So if I grew up in the church, so I knew this thing was wrong. Okay, so from the time that I started, I'm fighting with myself. I'm feeling the sense of shame that I'm wrong, and I you know all these things, you know what it does, but you are trapped. I didn't. So it's a weird way of putting it. I wouldn't look at real women like in real life. I wouldn't look at them like properly, appreciate what a woman is. Because so a woman walks past, I look away immediately because part of me saying I don't want to make a real woman an object. So I don't look. When I came out and I broke the cycle, and I looked at the woman. Man, women are beautiful. God created them wonderful. I could look and I could appreciate the beauty in the world. It takes so much from you.
Yeah.
For what it brings.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that this is something that's not appreciated in today's society.
True,
I mean,
true.
people, if you open Instagram, the first time that you download Instagram and you create an account, there's your reels, and then there's the what's it called? Help me here. The explore page. I think. The explore page. The first time you open it, you say, "This is my name, surname. My gender is male." The first time you open that explore page, you know what you see?
Woman.
Naked woman.
My goodness.
And you remember the algorithm studies your pattern. Before you get to Instagram, you've been using the internet. So they already
Exactly.
to give you what you're looking
But
for.
the interesting thing is these days, it's not even about algorithms.
Yes,
it's just everywhere.
There's just so
It's
much.
just everywhere.
It's too
There's just so much people putting content out there, pornographic content out there because it's normalized. Now you can make money from it.
You see that the flip side of it
OnlyFans.
is that it's I think it's an economy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the other people. I mean, women know that if you appear naked, you're gonna make money
Yeah.
because
Get following.
remember,
Correct.
with men, it simply just takes a look.
Yeah.
It just takes one look,
And
as a man, you are triggered. You think, because men are visual by nature, so it becomes a business for some women because you know that I appear half naked. I'm probably going to make a quick buck out of it. Hence, you see the internet has got half of it naked people. Then you've got young people, unsuspecting, exposed to this thing for the first time, and then fall a trap into it. But not only young people, by the way, married people as well actually struggle. Leaders in society, struggle silently with this.
It's actually scary, I have a little brother. He has a tablet. It's crazy how it can even get to them. And it's very
by the tablet. So you understand we are bringing the temptations home.
And it changes the way you interact with people.
True.
With just other human beings, even together with men.
What I want to bring now, Resigo brought the stats of 60%. So if we are in a boardroom of men, 10 men, 6 of them are addicted. And some of them one of them is a CEO, could be addicted, won't talk about it. He must be leading. In a church setting, the church leader could be addicted. 6 out of... If we had a guest, 5 guests here, 3 of us would be addicted.
And it's worse within the church. It's worse.
So with that stats...
Actually worse because people are keeping it a secret.
Yes.
And people not be find out. And you see, that thing that you keep a secret is going to be difficult to break.
It keeps a tighter hold of you than something that you share.
Because you are hiding it. Now, it affects your marriage. It affects how you
view yourself.
For married people, it also affects the sexual relations within the marriage. It's now no longer normal procreative activity. You now want to copy the things that you've seen there, want to practice them with the wife, etc. It becomes a mess.
And it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
You look at a woman and she's in a bikini, and that gets you excited.
Exactly.
Next, she must be completely naked. Next, she must be. It's and by the time you see it, have you guys? I don't know if you've heard of it probably about. So anime is Japanese cartoons. There's pornographic Japanese cartoons called hentai. I've never looked at it.
My goodness.
So, but I hear it's super crazy. You end up there, and to bring it to Christianity, there's a difference between guilt and shame. Guilt is I did something wrong. The action was terrible. Shame is I did something wrong. I am terrible. When you keep that thing a secret, the shame stays with you.
Yeah.
It's no longer, I was looking at porn, that action was terrible. It's, I was looking at porn, I am terrible.
Yeah.
And you cannot appreciate and accept the love and the forgiveness that God has for you when you are stuck in that shame. And that's why it's worse in the church.
Which is quite good. And I think you did mention, that one of the things that helped with the breakout was to talk about it.
Yes.
Tell somebody. But what are other, because if a person is then scared to talk about, how else do they break out of that?
That's where I want to ask, because you were lucky to talk about it, but in a setting like not everybody's going to get married one day, find somebody to confide in.
How do you then
break the cycle? Because it's happening. The fact is, it's happening. It's growing. And the more it's growing, if no one is speaking about here's a podcast, somebody's going to listen, but it's not going to reach somebody who doesn't have internet in a local community, townships. But how do we break the cycle? How do we make it, how do we open up avenues for people to realize this is something
before we get into that, I actually just quickly want to mention I was at a youth camp, I think last year, and there was this one elder who was talking to us about these type of things, pornography addiction and all those things, and he mentioned something interesting that is about the dangers. It highlighted to me how really, really dangerous porn addiction is. So he was talking about, obviously, it can cause, masturbation and all those things. It can cause back problems. There's the health issues that come with it.
Even mental issues, by the way. Mental health.
And then he also mentioned now, because you've been watching this thing so many times, right? Now it's boring watching the same thing. Now you navigate the other things, homosexuality, the gay stuff, and now, it gets bad. And now he was saying these are the type of things that even cause, homosexuality and things like that. So,
because it's the bait the devil puts there.
Yes.
And then as you get in, he shifts it in. As you get in, he shifts it in. And you are coming closer. You are getting into the hole. Before you know it, you are deep in the hole. And you are helpless. You can't go out. And you're correct. The first stages are easy. Then it gets in. Then it gets worse. And then you can't go out. But then talking to somebody about it then helps. But then if you don't talk to someone,
how far would you?
How far then? I think that if you are conscious that this is wrong, and especially if you're a Christian, you know that, all right, in the commandments, God says, don't commit adultery. But then Christ comes in the New Testament and he says that, even if you look at a woman lustfully, you then have committed adultery already. So you've got to keep that in your mind. And the next time you look at it, and I know that many people who actually watch pornography would have that guilt after doing it.
Yeah.
I've looked at women who say that. Shame as well. So latch onto that shame, onto that guilt, onto that discomfort, and say, you know what, I'm not going to do it again. Unfortunately, saying I'm not going to do it again does not help much. Yes. Because you then end up doing it again.
Correct. So actually, as we're speaking, right, I just had to quickly check something, because what came to my mind was the teachings, Adventist teachings that I have learned when it comes to temptation. The advice is that you shouldn't fight temptation. You should flee from temptation.
True.
And in 1 Corinthians 6 verse 18, Paul advises the Christians to flee from sexual immorality. He doesn't say fight it. And I think that's the problem, with this addiction, is that you try to fight it.
Yes.
And when you try to fight it,
it's going to fight back.
It's going to fight.
It's going to fight back.
It's been there.
So the best thing then, perhaps as we conclude this conversation today, is And we can suggest what are some of the practical ways to actually break out, to overcome this temptation.
To Linda's point earlier that he raised about telling somebody, how do you, because you're not everybody's going to get married. It's about finding somebody that will give you a safe space to share it. Because what we can do is be the person that gives love. When the person comes to you and says, I'm struggling with this, don't offer solutions. You give love. You give a space where they can share. You give understanding. You give acceptance. You give reminders that you are loved.
Yeah.
You are a person, a human being. It doesn't matter what. You are not your actions.
Yeah.
When you feel tempted, come talk to me. And just talking to me, you won't feel tempted anymore.
But also, there are help lines because it's such a big problem that I think that many help lines are available where actually people can be in contact with people who are struggling with similar issues.
And the thing is, you are talking to somebody else. You cannot do it alone. You can break it and you can stay clean for long. But it's always something that is sitting here. And until you bring somebody else in to say,
to talk to
there's something here, it will not leave you alone.
But I also think that perhaps one of the steps to help get there is breaking out from the internet.
Yes.
Switch off the internet.
The Bible says if your eye offends, you pluck it out.
Switch off the internet.
Regulate your internet use.
Stay off it. Block.
Uninstall Instagram.
Uninstall. Go off. If you are having a Wi-Fi at home, go there on the settings. Tell your service provider, listen. At work, in many work corporates, if you go to porn sites, religious sites, etc., it's blocked. You cannot go into it. So do that in your own space as well. But they must set it such that when you go into these sites, it blocks it, so that you no longer have access to it. And
you know what that will do? What that will do for you is to give you a break, to give you a clear view.
Exactly.
And then you will feel open to talk to somebody.
And this really shows that you really want to stop doing this thing, how much you're willing to stop this thing is very important, because you must get to a point where even your relationship with God, you need to ensure that you pray about it. Whatever chance you get.
I want to argue with you a little bit. Because when Peter was going under the waves, he didn't put in a lot of effort to be saved. He said, Jesus, help me. And he was open to what God said he must do. And I can tell you, for the 12 years that I said, Jesus, save me, he kept saying, tell somebody. Tell somebody.
And you hear that at the back of your mind. Talk to someone about it.
Tell somebody. That's, man.
And the good thing is he did come through for you. I mean, it may have taken 12 years, but at the end of the day...
It took... Only when I followed, Jesus' hand was there. Only when I took the hand and told somebody was I freed.
So essentially, what we are saying, and we'll probably have to talk about this some other time, another day. But very important is that, number one, we should realize it's a drug. It's a drug. When you are in, it's going to be difficult to get out. It's going to affect your family. It's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect how you look at women, objectify them, etc. And one of the best ways to do it, tell someone about it and get some help. There are help organizations out there on the internet. And 3, pray about it and pray about it and pray about it. And God is out there to help us. Gents, it has been a good one. It's been a good one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's meet up next time to talk about something else.
No, thanks very much.
Cheers.
Definitely.
Sure.